What's the deal, YouTube? I'm Jimbo and welcome to the channel and the start of my 05 AP2 S2000 build. The purpose of this channel is obviously building my S2000 to my liking while providing parts unboxings, impressions, and reviews of all the parts that I get for the S2K. A bit of backstory on my previous build, which was a 02 Civic Si EP3. I've always been inspired by the clean JDM look and like inspiration coming from like the Super Street magazines and the import tuner magazines back in the day. And yeah, so I just want to continue that with the S2K with authenticity in mind. A few things that the EP3 and the S2K share in common are some of my favorite Japanese part makers in the Honda game, which are Mugen and Spoon. Even though Mugen makes better parts for the EP3 than the S2K, Spoon has been having the S2K game on lock. So even though I still like what Mugen has to offer, there's gonna be a lot more Spoon than there is Mugen. But there's other companies that are providing high quality parts for the S2K that I'm interested in, and I will make videos of those parts whenever I get them. And I'll also have a bunch of linkings and all this other information in case you guys are interested in the same parts or ever wondered about these parts as well. Yeah, so with all this being said, I hope you guys get the idea where I'm about to go with this build. After all, this is my dream build and I plan to follow through with it, and I hope everyone will enjoy it and come along on this journey with me. So without further ado, let's go check out the car. I'm gonna give a full walkthrough about the car and other things that I need to fix along the way in order for it to maintain its reliability. The car is my daily driver, and it does have a lot of miles on it. So I mean, it's like, you know, I still gotta fix a few things here and there before I start adding more upgrades or modifications to the car. But I still want to maintain its overall reliability on the car. But yeah, enough talking. Let's go look at the car. Okay, so this is my 2005 AP2 S2000. Sorry about the wind noise. It is super windy over here, so hopefully you guys can still hear what I'm saying, even through all the wind. Nonetheless, so yeah, so this is my car, and I cannot wait to get this car together. Obviously, build on it. This is probably one of the best platforms to build on, and with all the aftermarket support that this car currently has going, man, it's really exciting time to be an S2000 owner, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the S2K guys are totally aware of that. And yeah, so I'm just probably gonna give like a quick rundown on all the stuff that I currently have on the car, little JDM things here and there, but there's definitely more to come on future videos. Yeah, so can't wait to share all that stuff whenever I get around to it and when I get my hands on it with you guys. So as you can see, one of the first things that I have on the front lip is modulo, however you pronounce it, little emblem. Got that from ICB Motorsports. They do have a black version of that little emblem. It's a nice little JDM touch to I do believe the EDM version of the S2Ks come with those, and some of the Japanese spec OEM accessories come with it already. So yeah, I figured it might make it stand out a little bit since it's like an OEM lip. It kind of goes with it. Yeah, ICV Motorsports, if you guys are interested. Definitely adds a nice little cool touch to it. And JDM side blinkers, because OEM ones, well, like the US spec, I guess, is amber. I figured white out with the little clear side markers would look cool, so we'll change those up. And so one of the things that I hate the most about this car, and I really cannot care for these things, is this little wing right here. I do not like this wing at all. I always hated it. Never took it off because I just didn't have the time to take it to a body shop and get the holes filled on the trunk. And I've always wanted to wait around and for the right time to get a replacement for this wing. And so that's in the works too. Like, I have that on the list of things to do for this car as far as exterior mods. So, man, definitely stay tuned for that, because whenever I get my hand on that, some people might love it or hate it, but I love it. So, so it's gonna happen no matter what. And so this is my daily driver, and as you can see, wear and tear comes to a daily driven S2K. As you guys may know, a lot of the seats definitely worn out. So that's one of the things that I have in mind on doing later down the road. And obviously the steering wheel, I haven't decided whether to go with a quick release steering wheel. I'm more leaning to doing the OEM style. Kind of want to stick to the OEM look as far as interior goes. Nothing too crazy over the top. But yeah, very JDM OEM as much as possible. And obviously change the carpets, the floor mats and stuff, and just stuff that's already worn. I kind of want to bring it back to life as far as the interior goes. And just like every other typical S2K guy, you want to get a CR radio door. And so one of the first things to do on my list of fixing this car is my clutch master cylinder is leaking, as a lot of the S2K guys may know. That the clutch master is notorious for leaking. That's one of the first things that I want to get done on this car. And and also change the slave cylinder on the transmission to kind of future-proof the car from any potential leaks down the road. I do want to maintain its form, not let it break down any more than it has to. So yeah. And I do have right after I get that done, I do have another video that I'm gonna put out that is related to the shifting. And some of you S2K guys may be really looking forward to this video, because I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of this particular part, and you guys may have already have it or interested in it. But definitely stay tuned for that video when I get around to it. So let me show you guys the engine bay. So like I said, the car, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but it is stock. I haven't done anything too crazy to it. For the most part, as obviously K&N air intake, Rad aluminum radiator with a spoon radiator cap, Samco silicone hoses, and also a Mugen oil cap. Nothing too crazy. nothing over the top. But yeah, so man, I cannot wait. There's a lot of cool stuff that's on the market for the S2K. Definitely, man, cannot wait to get my hands on some of this stuff, and I can't wait to show it off to some of you guys. Hopefully, if you guys stay tuned, definitely get to see some of this in action. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for the S2K.